Good morning, Culers. It is time to wake up and Barca. Live Barcelona news coming at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the Undefeated channel. I know it's a bummer losing at home 2-0 on the last match of the season to get against Villarreal. I know. I get it. I feel it too, my friends. We're going to take a look at the match stats, but then we're just going to shake that off. We're going to forget about it. All right? We're going to take a look up ahead. Okay? We're going to move on from a very up and down season. We'll talk about what happened against Villarreal. We'll talk about some summer transfer rumors. And then we're also going to take a look, now that we've been through 3 seasons here on this channel, we're going to take a look back at some of the original content on this channel and do a little how it started, how it's going. We'll get to that towards the end. So good morning to you all. Welcome again to the Undefeated community. We are here live covering Barcelona news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Wake Up and Barca. And then, of course, even though the season's over, we are here live for all the Barcelona matches. I do live commentary. We get the chat going with your fellow culés from around the world as we support the Blaugrana. This is the #1 channel for culés from around the world to connect over our love of Barcelona, support the badge, support each other. That's what we do here on this channel. So I'm glad you found us. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you know when we're live. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
All right, glad to see Nightbot is getting and showing the love. Kudis, good morning to you, sir. Ernest, hello, hello. Ovi, good morning, right back at you. Sem, good to see you, my man. JYE, or Jayeza, we'll go with Jayeza, says, hey, John, currently in a hotel. Barca arrive in Australia soon. It's going to be my first Barca match Wednesday. Whoa, that's exciting, my man. Very cool. It is an early one for us. It's like 6 a.m. or something like that. So I'm not going to be doing a live watch along for that one. I love you all, but I'm not doing a live watch along at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's just not going to happen. We might, I don't know. We'll talk schedule. We'll talk schedule here towards the end, but we won't be live for that one. Happy to see Barcelona getting a friendly in, making some money. That's a clear cash grab. All right. There's no reason to be playing a friendly match 3 days after the season ends, unless you want to grab some cash, which makes sense. And I'm all for it. I am all for it. Go get that money, Barcelona, by all means. Who else we got in here? Jan or Jan? Is it Jan or is it Jan? You let me know. But good morning to you either way. Hefe, how we doing, my man? Good morning to you as well. Glad to see we've got a good collection from the Stash Squad here. Like I said, again, we are going to be looking at, we're going to look at a few things. We're going to take a look at, like I said, the match stats from yesterday, Barcelona losing to Villarreal, but then we're also going to take a look at the season stats for our players. We're going to jump over and see if anything hops out, anything catches our eye as something that we need to discuss, any talking points from the year stats. We'll take a look at that, and then, like I said, we'll... It'll be silly, but we'll go on to my channel now that we've done 3 years of covering Barcelona. Good morning, Ben. Now that we've done 3 years of covering Barcelona, we'll go back and look at some of the earlier videos, have a little laugh at my expense, of course. But anyway, folks, we want to first start out the show with taking a look at our last game of the season at home, a loss to Villarreal. And you got to say, first and foremost, the biggest talking point from yesterday, aside from just Barcelona's lack of innovation and creativity in the attacking third, the biggest talking point, unfortunately, is how Adama Traore is going to end his Barcelona career, giving up that horrible clearance to lead to a second goal for Villarreal. I mean, he's on the left side of the pitch, crosses it in front of the face of goal. It was one of Adama Traore's best crosses in a Barcelona kit. Problem was, wrong end of the pitch, wrong team. So just, I feel for the guy. I really do. If you haven't seen the highlight, you should go back and look at it. that face really said it all. It really was. Adama Traore trying his best, but we're down 1-0. We're fighting back, and then Adama just kind of loses sense of where he is. Like I said, wrong end of the pitch, wrong jersey, but a beautiful cross sets up Villarreal for 2-0. And then we weren't able to come back from that. Weren't able to come back whatsoever. 14 shots, 3 on target. It's unacceptable, and that's been the theme all season long. It's been either lots of shots but nothing on target, or just nothing whatsoever. We get loads and loads and loads of possession, but we're not doing what we need to do with that possession. We're not putting the ball in the back of the net. And folks, I almost did it, but I just saved myself. I didn't reset, or I didn't restart the intro. Let's go. The streak continues. Anyway, back to these stats. Possession-wise, Barcelona has 70% possession. How does a team get 70% possession and have 3 shots on target? How does a team get 70% possession and lose 2-0? I don't know of another team that happens to. Can anybody think of another team in Europe or any other league that dominates possession, that gets shots, but just not on target? Does anybody have that as an example? Because Barcelona is the only one that comes to mind. 91% passing accuracy, more than double the number of passes of our opponent. 12 corners. How do we get 3 shots on target when we have 12 corners? It doesn't make any sense. My goodness, doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, folks. So here's the thing. Xavi said it. We're hearing it left and right now. The great refresh is coming at Barcelona. There's going to be 7, 8 players out the door, gone. Again, heartbreaker that Adama ends his Barcelona career this way. Luke De Goat and others probably out the door. Umtiti, Ricky Puig, Mingueza. We already did a video on who Barcelona will keep, who they will sell, who they will loan. That is on the channel. Go back and check that out after this episode, of course. Ovi cheering for the reset there. Absolutely not. CCU, how we doing, sir? Good morning to you. Ben, good morning. Says that's going to be Liverpool this Saturday. Hopefully not. Pulling for a Liverpool victory, of course. That's what I'd like to see. Speaking of what I'd like to see next is let's jump over to Barcelona player stats, and let's just see if anything jumps out at us when we look at a little overview of the stats. So Barcelona stats 21-22. We'll start with the top scorers. Memphis Depay, top goal scorers, but played in 11 more matches than Aubameyang. And some of those were penalties. Not to discount. I think Memphis Depay stays with us for next season. Again, top goal scorer, wherever they came from. Missed some due to injury, but Aubameyang coming in at number 2, only joined us in January, February, March, April, and just a week of May. In 4 months, just over 4 months, was able to score 11 goals, 17 matches played. Pittered out there towards the end, but you could say that for pretty much everyone at Barcelona. It was once Pedri went off. Once we lost Pedri for the season, that was just womp womp. That was it. That was the end of Barcelona having fun and playing creative out there on the pitch. Luke De Goat, love to see him making the top 3 for the season. A club legend, a cult hero at this point. Luke De Goat, I hope that we work something out for him to stay. Apparently, reports are that he's not in Xavi's plans, but you could do a lot worse than Luke De Goat off the bench late in a match. Just saying. Embarrassingly, we then have a defender for our fourth top scorer, Ronald Araujo, with 4, tied with Ferran Torres, who also came in January, tied with Ansu Fati, who did not play this season. Can we just let that sink in? That tied for fourth. Why am I having such a hard time saying this word? Let's get a little bit of caffeine. We'll just reset. We'll just find our words. No big deal. Let's see if we can do it this time. Tied for fourth on our top goal scorers for 21-22 is Araujo, a defender, Torres, who came in January, and Ansu Fati, who has not played all season long. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Depay, cool. 12 goals, that's average. We should have 2 or 3 players with 15 goals plus. That I know it's not the Messi era anymore, but please, the possession, the passes, even the number of shots, it's just we can't get anything on target. So that is why we have Araujo, Torres, Ansu Fati all tied for fourth on top goal scorers for this season. If that's not a clear indicator of something needing to change, I don't know what is. Just saying, folks. I mean, listen, Xavi has said the refresh, the revamp, it's coming. Lots of players going to leave. Lewandowski may be coming in. I'm worried that he's just using us as leverage to get a contract offer from Bayern. If you're reading between the lines, everything keeps circling back to, well, Bayern didn't offer us anything. Bayern didn't respond when we asked for an extension, blah, 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 blah. If Bayern happened to just go, why don't you stay? Why don't you stay, Lewandowski? Then Barcelona are going to be in trouble. We got to find goals. We got to find them for next season. Xavi has a long summer to burp and to work with these teams. Xavi's got a long summer, but got to figure something out. Folks. Just saying. Anyway, Frenkie De Jong at number 7 with 3, Pedri with 3, and then Sergi Busquets and others all have 2. It's just embarrassing, folks. Let's see who's down here on this list that should be higher. Philippe Coutinho, miss you, buddy. Best of luck, of course. Goatway did not play at all the second half of the season. I'm not sure he got any minutes under Xavi. Maybe 1 or 2 matches. Dembele, 1 goal for the season. Thanks, Dembele. Kick rocks. Dani Alves got himself a goal. I thought Shukla had more goals than just the 1. I guess I'm wrong. Sergio Aguero, oh my gosh. You almost forget. It's been such a long season, you almost forget everything that's happened this year. Ter Stegen, Garcia, and Dest, the only 3 players without a goal for Barcelona this season. Me oh my. Let's take a look at assists. 13 for Dembele. Thanks. Kick rocks. Go to PSG. Go to wherever you're going to go to. Don't care. Jordi Alba with 10 makes sense. I'd love for that to be balanced on the right-hand side with either a Serginho Dest or a Dani Alves. Dest had 3. Dani Alves had 3, so 6. When you take a look at the right-back position combined between Dest and Dani Alves, 10 from the left, 6 from the right. Not too shabby. 5 assists for Gavi with limited playing time. Again, Ferran Torres. Listen, I just got to say, Ferran Torres, 4 assists, 4 goals, and he has yet to really find his form. I think Ferran Torres is going to be one of those jack-of-all-trades type players. And some of you are sitting there saying, yeah, jack-of-all-trade, master of none. However, most of you may not know the full phrase, which is a jack-of-all-trades is a master of none, but still better than a master of one. So I'm just saying, someone who's a master of one, let's say a player who is a specialist, but they can only dribble to one direction, or somebody who's got their one go-to move, or somebody that, if you shut them down in this area, then we're good. Ferran Torres doesn't really have that. Yes, he's got room for growth. Yes, he needs to develop across the board, sharpen up just a little bit. But in a half a season at Barcelona, where he has yet to find his form, he's still producing goals. He's still producing assists. And we've seen him play left wing, striker, right wing. So I agree that he is underperforming, but underperforming and still getting in the top 5 for goals. Still getting in the top 5 for goals and assists for this season. And again, just came in January. I think Barcelona have a lot to look forward to in Ferran Torres. So again, a summer under Xavi, getting some more training, some more tactics implemented. I think Ferran Torres has a very bright future at Barcelona, a lot to contribute coming up next season. It's going to happen, folks. Going to happen. Jumping back over, we'll finish up these top assists here. Like I said, Serginho and Danny in there. Look at this. Frenkie De Jong also 3 goals, 3 assists. That's actually not a lot. I was going to try to make a claim that it was good that he was in the the top 5, but it's just that's not enough. Not enough. Only 2 assists for Depay, only 2 assists for Traore, 1 from Nico, 1 from Aubameyang. I've mentioned where his passing is just not it. Aubameyang's a finisher. He's going to get playing time next season, but playing with his back to goal and getting that tiki-taka going, not so much. This is shocking. This is shocking. Pedri with 1 assist. Pedri's going to end up being, and you've heard it here first, he's going to end up being more of that Iniesta type role. He's not going to get the goal. He's not going to finish it. He may not even be the one getting the assist, but he's going to be that first outlet on the transition, going from defense to offense, where he splits the lines, either dribbling or passing, sets up the guy who sets up the guy. That's going to be Pedri. So 1 assist is pretty surprising. I mean, even Sergio Roberto got an assist this season. But don't let the stats fool you. In that way, I would compare him to an Andres Iniesta, who never showed up on the score sheet the way that you would expect given his impact on the match. So just keep an eye out for that. Any Pedri haters out there, you know it's going to happen. Someone's going to come out and be like, oh, Pedri only got 1 assist this season. Oh. It's going to happen. The hate's going to come. Keep in mind, it's not always going to show up on the score sheet. All right? Just saying. There's lies, damn lies, and statistics, as they say. Let's see if there's any other shockers down here. No assists for Sergio Busquets? None? Zero? Tell me the last time Busquets had more goals than assists in a season. Wow. That's incredible. None for Piqué. None for Garcia. Luke de Jong. Ricky Puig. There are some surprises down there. I would have bet a mortgage payment that Piqué would have had an assist this season. That is quite a surprise. But there it is, folks. Anything else jump out at you? This is where I'm going to turn to the chat. If you're watching on replay, let me know down in the comments what surprised you, if anything, and what do we need to do for next season so we can not have people come in January and be our number 2 top goal scorers and assists. Like, we need to have way more offensive output than that. My goodness. Anyway, let's turn to the chat. Let's get a reaction, and then we'll do a quick look back at some of my earlier videos. We'll just take a look at my channel. We'll go back to the early stuff since we have just completed our 3rd year here on the Undefeated channel. Shout out to the Stash Squad. You guys keep it going. I really do appreciate you all. Chris E is here with us. Coffee. Good morning to you, sir. Masked Drawing King. Love that name. Brings out that when Piqué didn't play, we lost all those games. Piqué, Busquets, Pedri, Ansu Fati, those 4 need to be in our lineup. Really does need to be that way. Professor, good morning to you, sir. I haven't seen you in a bit. Glad to have you with us. Yash, hello, says, think we lose patience too quickly. Fair enough. I think that's certainly a possibility. Finish says, because De Jong is a CDM, why is he being played in center mid? It's because Frenkie De Jong also likes to have the freedom to push up the field. You don't want to have Frenkie De Jong sitting back, unable, without the freedom to push forward and get in the box. Again, Frankie's not the one that you want finishing, okay? We don't want Frenkie running in behind and getting that through ball and being on the end of it. We want Frenkie making that pass. But whatever, I digress. That's a conversation for another time. We're going to talk about tactics on another episode. What I want to do right now is embarrass myself, and we'll do a little how it started, how it's going here on the Undefeated channel. We'll jump over to the YouTubes, and we'll go to my channel. This will be fun. All right, we'll go to videos, and we'll go to oldest. This is gonna be so silly. Oh my gosh. I'm embarrassed to play this, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Real quick, let me get caught up on the chat. Ernest says start a Reddit channel and react to it weekly. Tell me more about that. I guess I could. I'm not. I know this is not a. We'll get back to this in a second. I know this is not a cool thing to say. I'm not really on Reddit all that much. I try to spend as little time having online conversations off of this channel as possible. I've been on Twitter quite a lot the last few months, and it's not very productive, folks. So most conversation will be held here because this is where our community exists, and I trust and love the Stash Squad to have positive interactions, even when we disagree on stuff. It doesn't have to be just an echo chamber of us all saying the same thing. That's not what I'm suggesting whatsoever. What I'm saying is we need to have good conversation, positive interactions. You open things up to Reddit, you open things up to whatever, it gets kind of wild. So maybe not, we'll see. Discord is coming this summer, though. Discord is going to happen. Coffee's asking about renewal of Roberto. We'll talk about that maybe on the next episode of Wake Up in Barca. I want to jump over to this channel, but I want to answer these questions real quick. Okay, I think we're good. Professor, that's actually a perfect lead-in, Professor. Professor asks, I know your view of him is mixed from his betrayal in 2017, but given Mbappe inflation, Neymar might be leaving. Would you want Neymar back? Here's the thing. I'll answer that with a little how it started, how it's going, Mustache John style. This is the first video I ever posted. I have not watched this in a while, but since we've just finished our third season here on the Undefeated channel, we'll go back. We'll give you a little treat. Look at this, 156 views on my first video, and this is responding all the way back then. This was 2019, the summer of 2019. Barcelona, Neymar rumors running rampant, and I said, Neymar, no thank you. So here we go. We're gonna watch this. Let me bring it all the way back. Let me share my desktop audio. We'll watch this together, and we'll just have ourselves a little laugh. How about that? Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John. Hey, I got some real surprising news. There's more articles coming out from ESPN saying that Neymar might be transferring back to Barcelona. What? I know. How could this be? I mean, you open up the app and there's fucking 1, 2, 3, 4.
Watch your mouth, John.
That
My goodness.
Not, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10.
This is the same room, by the way. Just for everybody, anybody who's keeping track, this is the same room. That wall has not changed, but I didn't have any of the Barcelona decor, which this is going to change this summer, by the way. But this wall was not painted. I didn't have any of the artwork, the music equipment, but this is all the same room.
10 out of the last 11 articles or clips from ESPN when you go to Barcelona News is about Neymar coming back to Barcelona. Stop it. We don't want it.
Dude,
Nobody
Kudus,
wants it. Okay, well, maybe not.
Kudus, if I get a copyright strike on myself, I will lose it. I will absolutely lose it. Because here's the thing, I'll argue against it, and I'll just do it back and forth with myself all the way to the courthouse.
No, but I don't want it. I don't want Neymar back at all. At all. Okay, he can go to Madrid for all I care. Please take him to Madrid. Please go to Madrid. Play in the shadow of Eden Hazard. All right, I would love for that to happen. You can lose to Barcelona at least.
Eden Hazard had just gone to Real Madrid. I did not yet know that he was not going to do anything for that club.
Twice a year, you can get knocked out of Copa del Rey by someone like, I don't know, Sevilla or Atletico Madrid or Valencia. You can just choke in the Champions League quarterfinals every year. All right?
That was
Please do
accurate.
That would be great. I don't want you to come back to Barcelona. I didn't like having to apologize for the way that you played the game when you were at Barcelona. I was happy to see you go. Fuck you for doing it in the way that you did. It was disrespectful to the club to leave.
Apparently, I used to curse in my videos.
We had no time to sign any kind of replacements, and you left because you didn't want to be in the shadow of Lionel Messi instead of appreciating that you had the opportunity to play with Lionel Messi. You fucking idiot. So.
What I said there holds true. Okay, everything that I just said there holds true. Neymar left because he didn't want to be in the shadow of Lionel Messi, and then look how that worked out. I mean, whatever. I could speculate, but Neymar, I don't believe will ever win a Champions League without Lionel Messi. He's running out of time. Ain't gonna happen.
No.
So, accurate.
No Neymar coming back. I wouldn't give up Coutinho for him. All right, I much rather would give Coutinho a chance. You let Coutinho just rotate in with Griezmann, Messi, Suarez, and Dembele as the front four. That'll give everybody rest. It'll be great. You also give some time to
Still not
our
wrong.
young La Masia player, Carles Perez. All right,
he didn't work out so well.
We don't need him here. He can stay at PSG. He can go to Madrid. He can go to Juventus. All right, spend another $200 million and take him there, please. Not Barcelona. We don't need him. Don't want him. It's bad for the brand. All right.
It is
No,
bad
thank
for the
you,
brand.
is all I'm
It's
saying.
very bad for the brand.
And ESPN, stop it. It's every day with this clickbait. Every goddamn day. Is Neymar using Madrid to seal a Barcelona return? Probably. PSG irked after Barca chat over Neymar. Fuck off. Nobody cares. How would Neymar fit
Marcelo
back in
teabagger Neymar
Barcelona's
there.
front line? Hopefully he wouldn't. Okay? Obviously. This next one's about the transfer raiders.
Oh, my
We got
goodness.
Frenkie De Jong. And then
Granted,
sources,
I should have
Barcelona's
edited
100 million
this.
plus players bid for Neymar. I'm talking about Coutinho.
I should have edited this a lot better. Like I could cut this up, do some YouTube editing, some splices and some whatnot. But I mean, for a first video, it's not terrible.
And
It's not the
Rakitic for
worst thing in the
100
world.
million. No. I listen. Moving Rakitic maybe makes sense. We're pretty low
Oh,
in
my
midfield
goodness.
right now. He is over 30, but you don't give up Coutinho, who's like 3 or 4 years younger than Neymar.
Look at just hang on. I just want to see. There we go. Look at the look at the difference. Oh man.
Than Neymar. It's
been a long 3 years, guys.
Team right now, you don't give up those two players plus $100 million.
Ernest says, I didn't look married back then. That's hilarious. Yeah, I wasn't.
No, thank you.
I was very
No
happy
Neymar
in my
Barcelona.
relationship, but
Thank
not
you.
yet married. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. So here's the thing, folks. That's how it started, but how it's going in terms of my mentality, in terms of my opinion about Neymar, remains the same. Neymar, no thank you. You can go anywhere else. Go to Madrid. Wouldn't that be hilarious if Real Madrid, after losing out on Mbappe, after losing out on Haaland, end up circling back to Neymar? Go for it. I honestly don't care. I don't want Neymar associated with the Barcelona brand. I don't want to have to make excuses for him and apologize for him for the way that he plays, the diving and the showboating, and don't need it. I love entertaining football, okay? Don't get me wrong. I love the flashiness. Ronaldinho was the one that strikes the perfect balance of flair but not cockiness, not playing with pure ego. So, again, Neymar, no thank you. Anyway, that's where we'll go ahead and end it, folks. Again, I appreciate you all very much. Got a hair on the microphone. I appreciate you all very much. Whether you're just finding us for the first time or if you've been here for all 3 seasons, I really do appreciate the time that you spend here on this channel, what you give to the conversation. It really does help bring this community together, and that's what we're doing here, folks. I'm really just trying to connect Culers from around the world, despite all of our differences, where we're born, what we believe in, how we identify. It doesn't matter. We love good football. We love the badge. We support the badge. We support each other. We have great conversation here on this channel. That's what it's all about. So again, if you are just finding us, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you can come hang out with us when we're live. We are going to take a little break. I meant to say this earlier. Okay. We are going to take a little break. All right. Season is over. Memorial Day is a holiday here in America coming up this weekend. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take Wednesday, Friday, and Monday off from the channel. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to think of some new segments. I'm going to come up with some video ideas. We're going to come back next week. We're going to do a season review, a full official one. We'll get Pablo scheduled on the channel. All right. I haven't checked with him to see what his calendar is like, but we'll get Pablo on the channel. We'll do a full review. But I am going to take a little break. All right. It's important to take time to kind of pause, to reflect, to refresh. So season ending, perfect time to do that. I won't disappear. I'll post little shorts here and there to keep the conversation going. I'll have some polls going, so make sure that you are keeping an eye out for those. Like I said, it's about conversation. It's about connecting Cool Ace. But with the season ending, holiday coming up, it's a good time to kind of take a break. So nothing Wednesday, nothing Friday, nothing Monday. But next Wednesday, so 10 days from now, we're back. We're picking up with summer transfer rumors. I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about. But again, thank you all so much for being a part of this community. And I will talk to you very soon right here on the Undefeated channel. My friends, thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. I love y'all. Bye. Mwah.